Hi, and welcome to this week's 5-Minute Masterclass. This week I'd like to talk to you about the signs of domestic abuse that you might see when a parent is being abused. And these are the signs you might see in the young person that you work with. It's not often easy. The signs of domestic abuse can be very hard to spot unless you are told that domestic abuse is going on, or that you have seen physical signs such as bruising or scratches or red marks to a person. But usually the effects of domestic abuse go much deeper than that, and they're very emotional and can often have a great psychological impact upon not only the victim, but a wealth of research has shown that children who are part of the relationship where there is domestic abuse going on can be significantly impacted too, and it can harm their development, it can harm their ability to reach their potential, and can place them in great danger if they try to intervene in a domestic abuse assault on a parent. And in this week's masterclass, I want to give you some more food for thought, building on what we've talked about previously. And this week I want you to think about the signs you might see if a young person is in school or in your setting, wherever that might be, starts to display these symptoms, because it may be an indication that something's not right at home and they may be being caught in the crossfire, which could require intervention at a higher level than your own. So I want you to think about, first of all, that individual. And in a lot of cases, and you'll hear me talk about this time and time again in the masterclasses, is that it's around what's usual for that individual. It's what's normal for them. And if it's not normal for them, then there may be a problem that needs further exploration. It may be a minor issue that requires further exploration, and it may turn out to be nothing at all. But it's having that little alarm bell ringing that says, this isn't right for that individual. And so I want you to think about the sorts of things that might go on, such as, firstly, is that young person in a hurry to get home? Are they desperate to get out to get home? Or alternatively, are they hanging back? Do they not really want to be there? Do you get the impression they're not ready to go home just yet, that they maybe want to think about, is this the right thing for me to do? Do I want to go home? Do I want to be there? And so that might need a bit of work with them, just to see what's going on, particularly if that's not normal for that individual. Secondly, are you seeing a change in their attendance patterns? Are they coming in a lot later than usual? Are they saying they need to go home a lot earlier than usual? Are they going home at lunchtime if your setting allows that, and they're not coming back, or they're coming back and they're really agitated and anxious and not sure what's happening? Looking at your records will really help with understanding what's going on there, whether this is a usual thing, whether it's something new. Quite what is going on will be down to your individual records and how you are seeing that behaviour manifest itself, and how it's really showing itself, like I say, in terms of that particular individual. So we've got, are they in a hurry to get home, or are they desperately trying not to go home? And that's unusual. Is there a change in attendance patterns, whichever way, that is just sparking your gut instinct to go, something doesn't sit right with me? And that could require a conversation with your senior manager, with a colleague. It may require a conversation with the young person themselves to find out what it is that's going on there, if there's anything particular that is occurring. Obviously, if a young person starts arriving with bruises, there starts to be physical signs of assault or intervention going on, then that needs to be raised really quite quickly and dealt with almost immediately through your appropriate safeguarding policies. But you might also find, as a final thought, that particularly with young boys, are you finding their behaviour changes? Are you noticing that they're maybe becoming more bullish, more aggressive in your setting, which is not something they've done previously? Or are they alternatively becoming very withdrawn? Are they becoming very unsure of themselves and very out of character in terms of their behaviour? So like I say, to finish off, it really does depend on that particular individual, but to get your alarm bell ringing, is there a change in terms of them wanting to go home? Are they desperate to go home? Are they desperate not to go home? Are they having a change in their patterns of attendance? Are you noticing a difference there? And has their behaviour changed? Are you noticing that there's a behaviour either more bullish or more withdrawn than has previously been seen? So I'll leave you with that for food for thought, and until next week, thank you very much.